Welcome back, all you sports and gambling fans out there. Today we're doing some NHL betting coverage. And joining me here is our very own SBR contributor, Dave Golakov. Now the game we're looking at here is the Detroit Red Wings going up against the LA Kings. But first, Dave, congrats, man. 3-0 yesterday with your picks. But all right, let's see if we can keep it going with this one, man. Now, yesterday we saw how the Red Wings lost to the Ducks. But this is going to be a different scenario for them. I mean, it's kind of like one where they're actually used to winning. Now, they've been able to beat LA in the last four times, in the last four meetings that they've had by a combined 13-6 score. And they've taken 31 of the last 40 of the series. Now, with all that in mind, Dave, I mean, what do you expect to see from these teams tonight? And do you think that they could pull off another upset here?
Well, in this spot, I think Detroit's in a very tight situation. You know, they played last night in Anaheim. They're an East Coast team on a West Coast road trip. Anaheim started the West Coast leg of that road trip. They're in a back-to-back situation. Third game in 4 nights on the road. Lots of overtime for this team. Yesterday was a shootout. Saturday against Dallas was overtime. The game before that in Chicago was a shootout. They're playing a lot of hockey right now. And I think it's a really tough situation for them. They do play well in this series, but I don't think I'll be backing them in this spot, mostly because of how they're playing, you know, the rest factor and the fact that the Kings are playing really well right now.
Oh, yeah, and definitely about the Kings. I mean, it's kind of like what we can expect to see from this team right now. I mean, right now they're playing some of their best hockey of the season. They're third in the Pacific Division, and what most stands out is their impressive 7-game winning streak. But, you know, with that aforementioned trend that we talked about, the Red Wings, you know, beating all 4 games in the previous matches between these two, do you think that they could actually pull out that number 8 win?
Yes, I do think the Kings can win in this spot. You know, I mentioned some of the stuff with Detroit, a lot of factors going against them that could wear them down. Then you look at the Kings here. This is a Kings team that's finally clicking. The light bulb's gone on. We've seen this happen in their previous 2 Stanley Cup runs as well. You know, kind of middling teams throughout the year, and then all of a sudden something happens and they are just unstoppable. I wouldn't say they're there yet, but they're playing very well right now. Jonathan Quick, just 4 goals in his last 3 outings allowed. He's really playing well, and of course, when he's playing like that, and the Kings are averaging well over 3 goals per game, they're going to be winning a lot of games. You take a look at this situation in net. We know Quick's playing well. The other end, Jimmy Howard has been so-so since returning from injury. You know, took the loss last night, giving up a bunch of goals, even, you know, in his last start before the injury too. So not particularly impressed with him. I saw him get bombed on Saturday for 6 goals. You know, gave up, what was it, I guess 3 in regulation, and then the shootout as well yesterday in Anaheim. Just looks a bit rusty, and tonight we might not even see him because it's a back-to-back situation. So Kings are rested, Kings have the momentum, Kings are at home. You know, all signs really point to them winning in this spot.
All right, man. Now, remember, everyone, that we're filming this early in the morning, so Vegas doesn't really have any lines available right now. It does look like the Kings could be favored at minus 240 or somewhere around that area, and the total looks like it's going to start around 5. Now, in your article, you're recommending that we side with the Kings in that spot, but I'm pretty sure that with that line being this high, that you're probably not going to stick with it. I mean, might we be swayed, or might you be swayed to bet something else, man?
Yeah, I mean, if this line were in the plus 100, if this was even money to minus 140, Kings would be one of my strongest plays this year. You know, once we start getting past minus 140, you guys know I lay puck lines. And Kings are not the best puck line play, to be honest with you. They tend to win a lot of close, these like 1-goal wins. As you can tell, in this current 7-game winning streak, they won 2-1 in that outdoor game at Levi's Stadium. When was that? On Saturday. So not a big fan of laying the puck line with the Kings, but I do think they're going to win this game. I think all the favors point to them, all the factors point to them winning this game. So I'm going to lay the puck line here. I think that they can win by a couple in this spot, especially if there's no Jimmy Howard. Well, actually, it doesn't matter. Howard's been struggling. If he's back, I think it's not a good thing for the Red Wings, especially for him being rusty, back-to-back situation. If it's Gustafsson, I mean, all the more power to the Kings in this spot. So I do like the Kings. Don't like the puck line a ton, but I am going to take it in this spot.
All right, man. Yeah, it's better than taking the 240 on that one anyways, man. All right, Dave. Good stuff, man. Thanks for the insights and the pick here, and we'll talk again tomorrow. And for everyone else, don't forget to check back with us tomorrow for some more sports coverage and your free picks. Till then, for SBR Picks, this is Dax Floyd.